Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. I would like to welcome you all to the regular session, to my regular students as well as demo students also.
Walaikum Assalam, sir.
Inshallah, our session, God willingly, our session is interactive. It is not one-sided. I would like to encourage you to ask questions and participate in the discussion. And if I will ask few questions to you, so don't hesitate to answer as per your current knowledge. So is that okay to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So we are discussing just a second. USCMA paper 1 section A. We are discussing about income taxes.
Yes, sir.
So how income taxes are recorded, those things we will be considering. Okay, before we begin this particular topic, I would like to recall our basic knowledge. So better if we discuss in general. First one is that what is actually a liability? What is actually a liability? Why it is called liability? What is your I mean to say opinion on this particular aspect? How do you define in your own terminology what is exactly the liability means?
It is an obligation to pay external parties.
Okay, fine. Say for example, one particular financial year includes 12 months. We are at the end of the year 1. Now we are going to report liability. We are going to report liability in the financial statement. We know that any amount the business owes to others is a liability. A simple definition. We are not talking about the bookish language and all those things. Owes to others means you're not to the owner, to other parties. What owes to owner is always considered as partners or owners equity or shareholders equity. So a business will be having some assets, and that is always equals to, this is nothing but what business owns and always equal to what it owes. It owes to owners, it owes to others. Owes to others is considered as what? Owes to other is considered as what?
Liability.
Liabilities. Owes to owner is nothing but owner's equity or shareholders equity, or we may say sole trader purpose capital. Owes to others can be divided as a current liability another is non-current liability. So my question is, at the year end, we are deciding whether this liability is a current liability or non-current liability. On what basis we will be deciding that this we will put in current liability? On what basis normally?
Due date. Due date.
Yes, due date. So it is due by how much time? What is the
More
time?
than, yeah, more than 1 year.
More than 1 year is non-current liability, correct?
Yes.
Okay, less than a year is considered as a
Liability.
current liability. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes operating cycle may go beyond that one also. If any liability which go beyond the 12 months, but within the operating cycle of nature of business, that is also will be considered as a current liability. Fine. Is it clear to everyone? This topic is clear. What is the difference between the current liability and non-current liability?
Yes.
Yes. So next point is that I am paying rent per month $1,000. It is my obligation. My means here business, my business. So in my financial statement, in income statement, we have to show the rent expenditure. But actually what happened? I have paid 8th month interest. How much amount I have paid? How much amount I have paid? If I have paid only 8 months rent,
8,000.
$8,000. I have promised my owner remaining 4 months I will be paying after next within 6 months. I'll be paying within 6 months. That means in a year there are 12 months. By end of the December, I have actually paid how much rent? Actual payment.
8,000 rupees.
$8,000. Excellent. Now, am I going to show in income statement $8,000? How much income statement should be debited as expenditure?
12,000, sir. 12,000.
12,000. Why?
4,000.
What is the reason for that?
Accrued expenses.
Yes, accrued expenses. So how I am going to show this in my income statement? How I will show this in my rent paid 8,000, rent payable both belongs to current year expense, correct? Current year expense, rent expense, I'll be showing 8 plus 4, 12,000. Am I right? Am I right or wrong? Rent expenses, I'll be paying how much? I'll be recording in income statement how much? 12,000, right?
Yes, sir.
How much outstanding in this 12,000?
4,000.
$4.
$4,000, correct. Is it payable from today's date in how many months? In the next financial year, I will be paying In how many months I will be paying this?
6 months.
2 months left, no? 8th
Yeah,
month.
yeah.
From the 8th month, he promised that 9th month, he promised that I will be paying in 6 months. So most probably 2-3 months, correct?
Yes.
So the business is owing to owner of our premises. That too within 2-3 months, this payment is due, correct? As per the promise. Now this 4,000 is current liability or non-current liability?
Current liability.
Current liability.
Liability.
Current liability. So in the balance sheet, traditional balance sheet, so here I'll be having current liability, here non-current liability, here shareholders equity. Under the current liability, rent payable, I'll be writing 4,000. Right?
Yes.
Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. You understood now how to record a current liability and how to record in income statement. Actually, the total expenditure is 12,000. But even though we paid 8,000, the 4,000 is still considered as 12,000. Excellent. Next, another case is there. I have another business. I have to pay 2,000 per month rent. 12 months, I need to pay 24,000. But actually, what happened? I have paid 30,000 total rent. I have paid 30,000 the rent. Now in income statement and in balance sheet, how to record this transaction? How to record this transaction?
24,000 are liability and 6,000 is prepaid rent.
24,000 as rent expenditure.
Liability,
Is
Rent
expense.
expenditure.
Is
Correct.
expense.
expenditure and liability.
Yes. So I'll be showing rent 24,000 only as my current rent expenditure, even though I have paid 30. I have paid extra, prepaid, paid in advance. Is it a liability or asset for us?
Asset,
Yes.
It is considered an asset. And is it a non-current asset or the current asset?
current asset.
Current asset.
Current asset. So in the balance sheet, I'll be recording current assets and non-current assets. This 4,000 is current asset. Why? Because if I would have not paid this 30,000, 4,000 extra, it would have been in my current asset 4,000, right?
That's 6,000 extra.
6,000.
6,000 is, yes, because 30,000 and
Correct. 6,000. So 6,000, if I have not paid, if I have paid only 24,000, how much my current asset balance? It will be more 6,000. But I have paid additional, which is not my requirement, but I have paid. That's why it is recoverable back from the owner. When we use next year, few months, that rent already paid. So that's why we will pay next month. How much? Next year, how much rent will be paid? Actually payable 24, but advance paid how much?
6,000 to 6,000 is payable.
Next year Next year is
18,000.
shown in income
18,000.
statement.
18,000.
18,000, but we will show 24,000. But we will show 24,000. 18,000 is, and 6,000 will be added, which is prepaid rent later on. In the next year, I'm talking about. It will be done in this way. Now, concept of current liability and current asset is clear to you or not? Is it clear to you or not?
Yes.
Concept of current liability and current asset.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Wonderful. Just a second. One person is requesting to me to share the link. Just a second. In a minute, I will share and then. Just a second. Thank you. Excellent. So current liability, current asset, already we have discussed just now. So this is known concept to you, correct? This is known concept to you, right? It is already, you know very well, either you are studying BCom or already you have studied the BCom or MBA, or even you have done your CMA coaching, you have some background knowledge. Now we are discussing income tax actually. We are discussing income taxes. Sorry. Who is going to ask income tax to us? To whom we are going to pay? To whom we will pay this income tax?
Government.
Government.
Government. Now, another thing is that government will ask income tax on what? The taxes they are asking on, government is asking tax on our
Income.
business income,
Yes.
business income. Correct. On what basis this business income is calculated in US? Business income in US, on what basis this business income is calculated?
From the current operation,
Yeah, current operations only, but who base is what for us? Who is governing body for us? Which rules we will follow, and based on that we will prepare the income statement.
Gap.
Yeah, generally accepted accounting principles, correct?
Yes.
Generally accepted accounting principles. Yes. What is the concept of generally accepted accounting principle? One of the concept is matching principle. What is this exactly matching principle? Do you have any
That's all.
idea? Matching concept.
Assets should be equal to liabilities, sir.
No. What is matching concept? Can anyone explain?
Debit equals credit.
No.
Costs and expenses should be matched.
Excellent. The revenue in which it is earned in the same year,
Costing cost.
expenses which are incurred to earn this revenue. Expenses which are incurred to earn this revenue or to be payable, even including that, should match. Should match. So that means any revenue, if we are received or receivable or recognized in one year, in particular one financial year, if revenue is recognized as revenue, even though it is not received, we will recognize the revenue. That is recognition concept. And expenses also, any expenses incurred or incurable, payable, paid or payable, both, to earn this recognized revenue should be recorded in the same financial year income statement. In the same financial year income statement. That means if you are recording revenue which is recognized, even though it is received or not received, you have to record here. In earning this revenue, what expenses are paid or payable, all those will be recorded in the income statement. This is called matching concept. Is this clear to everyone? Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Yes.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Just a second. People are responding very late. Fine. So as per the gap, we will preparing the business income. And the governing body, the rules that we are going to follow is the gap. And we need to pay government tax, and the government will have some tax return rules. They have their own tax returns rules. And they will be asking us to pay tax on this particular taxable income only. They will ask us to pay tax on taxable income. So that means now when it comes to income taxes, a business entity will have one income, that is, we can say accounting income. As per the GAAP, generally accepted accounting principle. And at the same time, when we are filing returns, we need to calculate income as per the tax laws, that is taxable income. One is accounting income as per the GAAP, taxable income as tax code, what is there in the US or any country. Do you think both will be same or different? Do you think that accounting income and taxable income as per some tax laws, and accounting income we will be calculating as per the generally accepted accounting principles?
The tax code means tax code.
Income tax
Name is
laws. Income tax laws of the
okay.
that particular country.
Yes, sir.
I think they were not.
Do you think
Not-
Do you think accounting income is always equal to taxable income, or some differences will arise?
I think some differences will be.
Yes. It is coincident that if always accounting income is equal to taxable income, that is a coincidence, but 99% chances are there. Accounting income is not equal to taxable income.
Exactly.
In India,
Accounting-
most of the
Hmm,
in India, most of the members said accounting income always taxable income.
hmm, hmm.
But
Excellent. Excellent. Wonderful. So the differences, accounting income is always not equal to taxable income. So this is nothing but is considered as differences in the income tax arise. Differences in income tax arise. In the book income versus tax income, we need to find out the reasons for that one. We need to find out the reasons for that one. According to you, what are the reasons? What do you think? Why the reason? Why the difference will arise? What is the main, I mean to say, reason according to you? Just think about and tell me why the difference will arise. What are those reasons that these differences will arise?
Sir, because of this matching principle,
Okay, matching principle, accounting income will be there. What about taxable income?
I think few incomes whichever we are recording according to government rule, they will not record those income in this accounting year.
like accrued income, sir.
Okay, very good, excellent. Any other point that you would like to add here? Any one of you? Anyone would like to add something here?
Sir, there are different slabs of income, sir.
Correct. Okay.
So some part of the income will not be taxable.
Okay. Okay. I would like to give one thing. As per the recognition concept, in year 1 ending, we have received $1,000 per month, 12 months income, 12,000. In year 1 ending, we have received this $12,000. As per the accounting recognition concept, this is not the revenue belongs to the year 1. Why? Because the performance is due, but the party has paid us advancedly this $12,000. So as per the income tax laws, this revenue will be recorded in the year 2. As per the GAAP, generally accepted accounting principle, according to recognition concept, though it is received in the year 1 ending, the revenue will be recognized on a monthly basis. Why? Because we need to perform some services, and once we complete in that particular month, that will be recognized as revenue. The delivery has not done, either in the form of service, either in the form of a goods or whatever it may be. So generally accepted account, we will study that revenue recognition and all those things we will study. As of now, you assume it is not a revenue in the year 1, but it will be recorded as revenue in the year 2. But income tax department says advance revenue received will be treated as revenue as income tax loss because you have money, pay the tax. Their funda is that one. Their funda is that one. You have the money as of now, you received already. Though you are recognizing as per the accounting laws and so on and so, you have to pay the tax. That is what the income tax is. Now, the revenue as per income tax law, revenue is recognized first in the year one, and this tax is due in the year one. We need to pay the tax. And this revenue we are recognizing in year two in our books of accounts. So this is nothing but book revenue or accounting revenue. This is accounting revenue. And after some time, anyhow, we are going to pay tax. Why? Because we are recognizing in the next year. So this 12,000, what tax we have to pay in year one, there is no need to pay tax in year two. There is no need to pay tax in year two, even though you have recognized the income here. So this difference is, tell me, is it the difference in year one only, or in year one is completed and year two is completed, the difference will become zero or not? The difference, what is there, $12,000 revenue, once we complete year two, the same difference will be there or it nullified?
Nullified, sir.
Nullified. So any income which is nullified due to time differences, that is considered as temporary difference. Temporary difference. Is this clear to you, all of you? Is this point too clear to all of you? If you have any doubt, until now we had a discussion. If you have any doubt, ask me.
In this scenario, sir,
Yes, please.
our accounting income never match with the taxable income.
Yes,
Right, sir?
obviously, 100% right.
Because in business, normally you are taking advances against your services.
Correct. Obviously, 100%. Always the differences arises. Always
Yeah.
the difference will arise.
Sir, it means the difference between financial income and taxable income, main reason is temporary timing difference. Sir.
Two reasons are there. Yeah, timing difference. Because of timing difference is there, that is a temporary difference. Either you will recognize revenue today, or you will recognize the revenue tomorrow as per the accounting law.
Yes.
But income tax law says that whatever it may be your recognition concept, you have received the income, you pay now. So the difference will arise. The same situation, a person, we have delivered the contract, we have performed the services, but he didn't pay in the year ending. That is not recognized as revenue. That is recognized as revenue. So there are, forget about this example. You keep this example. So the important point is what here, the temporary difference arises because of timing issue. Sometimes we will recognize a few things as per the income tax rules advancedly in the same year itself. Not advancedly, first we will recognize income tax, and then later on we will be recognizing for the I mean to say accounting income. This is the thing. So these differences are considered as temporary differences. One more thing, one more example I would like to give you. One more example I would like to give you. Temporary difference. Depreciation. Is it tax deductible or not?
Definitely.
Yes, tax deductible. Business is following straight line method. 120,000 machinery is purchased and the useful for 24 months. And the depreciation per month will be 5,000. Am I right?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it, is it correct or?
Yes, yes, sir.
Obvious.
Yes. So that means how much depreciation in first year? 5,000. Right?
5,000.
Second year, how much?
5,000.
5,000. Every year 5,000.
Third year, how much? 5,000.
5,000. Straight
Income
line method
tax.
every year same.
Yes. Income tax law says that use accelerated method, pay in the first year 50%, pay in the second year 30%, pay in the third year 10%, and pay in the fourth year 10%. So 50% of depreciation means how much?
60,000.
60,000. So sometimes a expenditure which is deductible as per income tax rules, little higher. The tax deduction is higher. And as per accounting rules, the tax deduction, sorry, that particular expenditure is lower. What will happen? Tell me. Deduction is more as per IT rules. So your income tax, okay, taxable income will be more or less.
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 Taxable income is lesser than the accounting income. Why? Because, say for example, we have 500,000 of income, and in which the expenditure only as of now, say for example 60,000 for example, as per the IT rules. So what is that taxable income here? $440,000. As per accounting rules, 500,000 is a revenue. What is that expenditure I am recognizing? 5,000. So what is my income?
495.
495,000. 495,000. Here 440,000, and because of the difference arises. But when I complete 24 months, the difference will vanish.
Both
It
will
nullified.
nullify, sir. Nullified.
It nullifies. Over a period of time, the difference will nullify. So that's why these type of differences are considered as temporary differences. Is this clear to you, all of you? Is this clear to you, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the first.
Sir, this
point-
is
Yes, please. Yes, please.
this is also called deferred tax.
Yeah, I'm coming back. I'm coming to that one. Yes, that is deferred
Okay.
tax. I'm coming to next point, that one. I'm coming back slowly. Okay, I'll come to that one. So temporary difference will arise because of what reason? Tell me. Temporary differences in business, in accounting income as well as taxable income, temporary differences arises because of
Timing difference.
timing difference. And it is only temporary. Over a period of time, at this particular juncture, if we only tally those particular income or expenditure, so both will be the equal. This is the important point. And why it happens means because of the following reason. Taxable income will be recognized first and accounting income will be recognized next. So temporary difference arises temporary difference. Second thing, taxable revenue will be recognized first and then accounting income will be recognized next. Temporary difference. Or accounting income will be recognized first, then taxable income, accounting revenue, taxable revenue. Taxable revenue will be recognized as temporary difference. Or taxable deduction will be recorded first, and after some time it will be recorded as accounting expenditure, then accounting expenditure next. Temporary difference. Or accounting expenditure will be recognized first and then it will be given as tax deduction next. Temporary difference. So these are the anything can happen among these situations. Situation 1, income means revenue minus expenditure. This is in examination, they will give you tax income or accounting income or tax revenue, this part or this part or this part. In examination, they will give you this thing. It is recognized first, that is recognized first, all those things. And based on this, we will be finding out deferred tax asset, deferred tax liability. That I will come back to you. Up to here, clear to everyone, or do you have any doubt? Ask me if you have any doubt. If you have any doubt, ask me. Mr. Filan, are you following, Mr. Filan?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Excellent. Amir, what about you? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Krishnaveni, how are you feeling?
Yeah, fine, sir. It's good.
That's great. Khalil Abbasi,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Asif, how are you feeling, Asif?
Fine, sir.
Wonderful. And one more, Asif Khan just now given answer. Syed Asif, how are you feeling? Are you able to follow me? Azam, what about you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm following you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good, excellent.
So now there is 2 Asif, sir.
Yeah, what? Sorry?
I say there is 2 Asif now.
Yeah. 2 Asif, sir. 2 Asif, sir.
Syed Asif and Asif Khan.
Asif Khan, yes. Asif square. Chakri, what about you, Chakri Subarayudu? Are you following?
Following.
Excellent. Wonderful. Tajammul? Mustafa?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, excellent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What about you? How are you feeling? Are you following me?
Excellent
Yes, sir, I am following.
explanation, sir. Excellent explanation.
Thank
Mashallah.
you. Jazakallah khair, jazakallah khair. Excellent. Wonderful. Now I would like to tell you one thing. As per the income tax code, there are some incomes which are not at all taxable at any point of time. They are not taxable at any point of time, but as per the generally accepted accounting principle, we need to show that as revenue or income. Now tell me, this difference will be always there or it will be nullified? As per income tax rule, one income not at all taxable at any point of time. But as per the as per the book, generally accepted accounting principle, in income statement, we will show as income. So tell me, because of this, the difference will be, this difference is permanent or temporary?
Permanent, sir.
Permanent.
Permanent, sir.
Permanent. Excellent. Those incomes, remember, yes, please. Yes, please.
Sir, can you please explain once more, sir? This point.
Okay. Income tax says that municipal bond interest received, we have made interest in municipal bond, government municipal bond,
Yeah.
US municipal bond. Income tax law says that any interest received on municipal bond is not taxable, tax exempt.
Okay.
If it is tax exempt, means are you not showing in income statement or not? Book, when you calculate as per the gap in the year one, in the income side, you are showing revenue and interest received on municipal bond. Will you show, or it is not taxable, that's why you will avoid?
Not sure.
It will show, sir, definitely.
We will
Definitely.
show the difference. But when you calculate as per the income tax rule, this revenue is exempt, means you will not show the revenue, correct?
Understood, sir.
Yeah, income revenue, sorry, income, what is this? Accounting revenue and income revenue,
Tax, sir.
taxable income, yes, taxable
Yes.
income.
Yes.
Taxable income is lesser, no?
Yes, sir, obviously.
Accounting income is more, no?
Yes, sir.
So there is a difference is coming, no?
Yes, sir.
So this difference will be nullified after some time, or it will be there always?
It will be there
It
always.
will be there, sir, always.
So these types of differences are considered as a permanent differences.
Okay.
These kinds of differences are permanent differences. But we will not pay. Government on this tax. What we will do, income statement will be prepared. Say, for example, there 250,000 is our net income. 250,000 is our net income. In that 50,000 is municipal bond interest is there. But as per the income tax laws, it is exempt. Though in income statement we are showing as 250, while submitting the return, we will pay on 200,000 book income only the tax. Are you getting me, all of you?
Sir, that means we have to
Yes, sir.
prepare two different statements, like two income statements? or
No.
how-
Income statement will be prepared only one.
Okay.
250,000 will be showing, right?
Yes.
However, in our calculation, when we are passing the journal entry as income tax, we will write a note that municipal bond interest is not taxable. Hence, book income total 250 minus exempted income 50,000 is equal to 200,000. So the tax will be paid
200 only.
on 200,000 only, but temporary differences we will not deduct. Are you getting me?
Yes.
I'll
Yes,
take
sir,
one
yes, sir.
example. I'll take one example.
Sir,
Income.
please take the two examples as a permanent.
Yeah. I'll take.
Taxes and
I'll
temporary
take.
taxes.
Okay. Income statement we have shown 350,000. Income statement we have shown 350,000. Okay. So total net income is 350,000. 50,000 is municipal bond interest. Municipal bond interest. And it is tax exempted, so it's a permanent difference. Next. As per the income tax, taxable income, 450,000 is the income. The extra 100,000 is there, no? The extra $100,000 is advance income. Advance income. So as per the accounting principles, this 100,000 will be shown in year 2. Year 1 income is only 350. Year 1 income is only 350. We will be showing only 350. And taxable income is 450. This 100,000 is advance income. Now tell me, if we calculate the tax as per taxable income, if it is 50% tax rate is there applicable, how much tax we need to pay? How much tax? Sorry, 50,000.
50% on 450,000.
50,000 is also municipal bond, no? So I am deducting that one. So I am going to pay 400.
200,000.
So 50% tax rate means how much interest? How much tax I need to pay? Tell me.
200,000.
200,000. So when I am recording the income tax, I'll take 350 as per the accounting income. Permanent differences will be deducted. Temporary difference of 100,000 I will not add here. No adjustment in current year for temporary differences. However, any permanent differences are there, that will be adjusted. Why? Because it is a permanent difference. That's why when I'm paying income tax as a book income, I will not pay on 350. 50 is a tax exempted income. So in a note, I will calculate my income is 300 and I am going to pay tax 50% means how much? Tell me.
150.
150,000. Payable as per the book is 150. Now payable as per the income tax, how much?
200.
200. What point I am trying to communicate is that whenever we are paying tax, it is our duty to calculate as per tax laws what is the taxable income and apply the rate and calculate that tax payable as per the IT rules, and also calculate tax payable income as per the book generally accepted accounting principles. However, the rule is that temporary differences anyhow will nullify over the period of time. Temporary differences will not be deducted. However, permanent differences will be deducted, and as per the accounting income, permanent differences we need to deduct, and income tax will be calculated on the remaining balance. Did you get me?
Yes.
All of you? All of you, did you get me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will ask one question now. I will ask one question now. There is a revenue of 400,000. There is a revenue of 400,000. Right? And there is advance revenue of 100,000. 100,000. Right? Just a second. Revenue as per accounting records is 400,000. Advance revenue 100,000. In 400,000, neither temporary difference is there nor permanent difference is there. What is the income tax? As per income tax rules, what is the income tax revenue?
5,000, 50,000.
What is the income tax revenue? Once again, let me-
500,000.
yes, yes.
500,000, sir.
Excellent.
500,000.
500,000.
Correct. Accounting revenue is 400,000. In this 400,000, neither temporary difference is there, neither permanent difference is there. But there is an advance revenue of 100, which is not recorded in the accounting books, but it will be recorded this 100 in next year. Now the question is, how much is the taxable revenue as per the given information?
500,000.
400 is as per the accounting. 100 also we will consider as revenue. We will be showing 500,000. This is the thing. Now, in the same question, I have given in 400,000, there is a 50,000 municipal bond interest is there. What is the taxable revenue?
450,000.
Total for
450,000.
Yes. In 400, 50 is not the taxable, tax exempt. So 350, the 100 is revenue. So as per the income tax laws, the revenue taxable is 450.
450,000.
Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
All of you?
Yes.
Yeah. And in the same question, they have given that total expenses which are recognized as per GAAP principle are 200,000 or 200,000 or 200,000 in which there are 20,000 paid as penalty, which is not deductible as per income tax law, which is not deductible as per income tax law. What is the taxable income and what is the accounting income? Same information.
230,000 taxable income.
100, yes, 400, 100. There is a municipal bond of 50. This is the revenue information. And taxable expenditure is 200,000. Only expenditure which is not recognized as per income, not deductible as per income tax, that is income tax as per income tax laws. This is permanently, not even today, not even tomorrow. This penalty will not be given as, I mean to say, not deductible as per the income tax laws. What is taxable income? What is accounting income, which is showing in income tax statement? What is the accounting income, which is actually need to be calculated after adjustment of any permanent differences? Three answers you need to give. One is taxable income. Another is accounting income that is showing in income statement. Another is accounting income net of permanent differences, if any. How much?
230,000 taxable income.
230,000 is a taxable income. Okay. And what is accounting income will be showing in the income statement?
Accounting income is
50% tax rate. No. I'm not asking how much tax is need to pay. Just I'm asking you income only. Forget about the tax. Forget about the tax. I need just taxable income. Number one. Number two, accounting income, which is showing in income statement. Another is accounting income after adjusting permanent differences. Shall I give once again the total question?
Yes.
There is revenue recognized as per GAAP is 400,000. Advance income 100,000. This is point number one. This is point number two. Point number three, point number 3. In this 400,000, there is a $50,000 that is municipal bond interest. Fourth point, total expenses. Just now we discussed how much that is total expenses.
200,000.
200,000, yes. Total expenses which are debited income statement is 200,000. Fifth point, in the above $200,000, there is a 20,000 penalty payable to government, which is not deductible at any point of time in the books of accounts as per the IT laws. My question is, what is taxable income? What is the accounting income showing in income statement? Number 3, what is accounting income net of permanent differences? These 3 questions in examination they may ask. I am giving 2 minutes time and answer me. Yes. Did anybody calculate what is taxable income?
Sir, is it 270,000?
Taxable income?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us take. First of all, in 400, there is a 50 tax exempt income, so 350, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And this 100 is, as per IT rules, is income. So total income, total revenue is 450, correct?
Minus 20,000.
Minus 200,000.
Just a second, I'm just replying. That girl left because she didn't plan in advancely, but she sent a message that she will be joining our batch. She felt good. Just a second. Thank you. Yes. 450 is total revenue. Total expenditure is 200.
Yes.
However,
Minus 20.
minus 20 is non-deductible expenditure permanent, that is. So how much it is? 180 expenditure. So what is that?
230.
How much?
230, sir.
20, 270.
270
Oh, sorry, 230.
taxable income. Is it correct? You got the same thing?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any doubt? Ask me. If you have any doubt, ask me. Mr. Filan, are you following me?
Yes, sir, yes.
Excellent. Wonderful.
Fine.
Wonderful. Asif
Yes,
Khan
sir.
as well as the Syed Asif.
Yes, sir.
समझ में आ रहा है सैयद आसिफ आपको क्लियरली अंडरस्टैंड
जी सर.
वेरी गुड एक्सीलेंट आमिर व्हाट अबाउट यू
Sir, I answered 270.
yeah sorry excellent wonderful. Now as per accounting rules, which will be shown in income statement, how much?
200,000.
400 is one, correct?
Yeah.
This we will not show. Municipal bond, even though it is deductible, but it will be considered income statement.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And total expenditure will be shown is 200, though 20,000 is penalty.
But it
Though
will show.
20,000 penalty, it will be shown in income statement, correct?
Yes.
What is the total, I mean to say, accounting income to be shown in income statement?
200,000.
200,000. However, accounting income net of permanent differences we need to calculate. So 200 is actually recorded income statement, in which income, how much is not as income as exempted, tax exempted, 50, correct?
Yes, sir.
And
2,000.
how much
150.
is penalty?
20,000.
20,000. This is not deductible expenditure, right?
Yes.
So we'll add back this 20, not deduction. Already deducted. This 20 is already deducted, correct? Penalty means expenditure. So which is not
Yes.
deductible. So we need to add back. Did you get me this? Permanent difference, if it is income, so it will be minus. Permanent difference, it is expenditure, it will be added back. Why? Because it is not. So the income tax due is how much now?
170.
230.
130, no?
Sorry,
170.
170, sir.
17.
Huh?
170, sir.
Correct. 170. Is this clear to all of you? Is this point clear to all of you?
Sir, this,
Yes.
can you explain it again, sir, this part?
Okay. Just this 400 is our income, right? This additional
sir.
income will be recorded in next year, temporary difference, correct?
Yes.
Municipal bond is the permanent difference, and it is not revenue. So that's why we are minusing. It is not revenue, so we are minusing. We won't pay tax even in accounting as per accounting, this thing, income tax. Okay, 50 we are permanent differences should be adjusted. I have told you, right, Azam?
Yes.
So 50,000 is a permanent difference. Am I right?
So that's this 50,000 is already included in 400,000, sir?
Yes.
Or it
already.
is okay.
I have told no, in this 400, this is there like that. This 50,000 included
Okay.
in now I have
In
changed.
400.
Previously
Okay.
might be it is differently given, but this 400 includes this 50, assuming that way. Then only it
Okay.
will be deducted. If it is not
Yes.
there is no need
Yes,
of deduction.
then no need to deduct, sir. Yes.
So why? Because here we for 400 we deducted 50. So here assume that this 50 is included in 400. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Sir.
understood. Okay.
Yes. Now
So the
clear.
20 is already deducted as expenditure in this 200. This 20 is included, correct?
Yes.
But as per the IT rules, it is permanent deduction, permanently. Not deductible permanently, correct?
Yes.
So that means the expenditure is decreases means income will
Great.
increase. So
Increase.
we need to add back now 20.
Yes, sir.
So therefore, how much now amount? 170.
15, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Clear.
Asif, clear? Asif? Both Asifs.
Yes sir, थोड़ा सा डाउट है इसमें.
हाँ बोलो बोलो मुझे क्या डाउट है?
ये 20,000 को ऐड बैक क्यों किया?
20,000 को ऐड बैक क्यों किया? ओके 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 ओके. अभी मैं यहाँ पर फाइनेंशियल बुक्स इनकम स्टेटमेंट आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग. ओके.
Okay.
Revenue is how much? My 400, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And that 50 includes this, that including 50 municipal bond revenue, right? 100 anyhow,
Yes.
that is advance income. I will not show in next income statement. I will show, right?
Hmm.
So now I have expenses. 180 expenditure is my allowable deduction, allowable expenses as per income tax law is allowable, as per GAAP is also recognized, right? There is one penalty.
But before we say 200,000 taxable expense.
Yeah. That I am dividing into two categories now.
Okay.
20,000 is my penalty. So now what is my total expenditure?
200,000.
200,000.
Right? So now my income is 400,000, correct?
Yes.
My income is 400,000. So accounting income after all this, how much my accounting income? 200,000.
200,000.
200,000, right?
200,000. Yes.
When I am calculating taxable income, I need to pay tax how much? On 200, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
However, income tax department says you can adjust the permanent differences, add or minus the permanent differences.
Okay.
How much tax exempted income is included in this 400,000?
50,000. 50,000.
50,000.
Will you pay tax if tax exempted means?
No.
Exempted. Exempted.
Exempted means will you pay tax or will you don't pay the tax?
No, we don't pay
No,
that.
we will not.
So 50,000 I need to deduct.
Yes.
Okay. What is my balance amount to be?
150.
150.
Now this penalty, as per income tax, we did a mistake. Something we did. Income tax के rules को follow नहीं करके वो कर दिए. Income tax says that penalty is not encourageable. That's why it is not deductible even. It is not deductible. Permanently, we won't give as expenditure, though you have recorded in income statement. Now, income tax department asks us to pay on 170 or 150.
170.
Asif.
170.
170. So, 20,000 is, yeah, 50 is income. That's why we have deducted because income is included. This 20 is expenditure already deducted. Now it is not deductible. What we need to do 20,000? Add or less?
Back.
So how much
Add.
amount we are going to pay tax payable as per the
170.
170, and how much as per the income statement?
270 because 100,000 advance income.
Taxable income is 270. Understood now? Up to here.
Now
understood?
sir, clear.
Now clear.
Now
Clear
clear.
all
Sir.
of you. Okay.
Now clear very
Excellent.
well.
Very clear, sir.
Excellent. We will give 5 minutes break. Then we will discuss what is deferred tax asset, what is deferred tax liability.
Right.
क्योंकि अभी दिमाग गर्म हो गया. Okay, मेरे को भी जरा एक चाय मारने का है.
Right, sir.
So I'll take a tea and then 5 minutes break. You two have some chit chat or क्या बोलते चाय लीजिए आप लोग भी. So we will
Sir,
discuss-
already मंगा लिया.
Very good, excellent. तो
क्या है
अभी
तो
हम-
सर पेट्रोल है ना सर.
हाँ सही नहीं तो गाड़ी नहीं चलती हमारी. सही बात है. Okay, don't go away anywhere. I will be concluding in 10-15 minutes this session.
Okay sir.
Okay.
Thank you sir.
Now it is interesting examination point of view. अब तक जो भी डिस्कस करे background था. Okay. Now in
Yes,
the
sir.
examination they will ask you what is deferred tax asset, how much deferred tax asset, what is the journal entry, what is deferred tax liability. Now this vast discussion is a prerequisite or basics. Basics is clear, then it is easy to understand what is deferred tax asset, what is deferred tax liability. Don't go anywhere. We will be back again in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.